A while ago we rescued a cat, and specializing in nutrition, we wanted to see what the difference would be if we fed the cat, a skip rat cat, raw cat food for 30 days and see what improvements the cat would have over the course of 30 days. Now, we rescued the cat from an alleyway, and let me tell you, the situation wasn't pretty. We found him sat on a sofa, he was curled up, and he wasn't a very good time. As a small kitten, we thought he would die within a few days or even a couple weeks. He was malnourished and he was very, very skinny. Chances are that a lot of the other cats were taking his food and he wasn't able to fend for himself because he was very, very diminished. Now, when we took him to the vet, we found out that he had a chronic herpes that affects one of his eyes, where he has some scar tissue and he can't really see properly out of one eye. Now, he is fine, he is doing fine, and this herpes is not contagious to humans. However, he is going to have this immunodeficiency forever. So making sure we fed him very, very well and making sure his diet was on point was obviously at the forefront of everything we did. And this, to be honest with you, was a little bit scary because we didn't want him to suffer unnecessarily, and we didn't want the herpes to either mutate or to get worse and to worsen his condition. And we straight away started looking after him. We fleed, we wormed him, and let me tell you, he was riddled with fleas. He was riddled with disease and he was in really, really poor shape. But the one thing he was hungry, and that really took us by surprise. So we started putting raw cat food in front of him pretty much from day one. And let me tell you, he really took an interest in food. He loved the texture and he loved how wet and nice and the availability of the food. And let me tell you, we could not fill him. We kept feeding him and feeding him and feeding him, and he actually got a lot stronger. In the beginning, it was very hard for him to have any sort of strength. He was pretty badly malnourished. He was clingy, he was apprehensive, and he was very hungry. Now, whenever you get a new cat, cats tend to be notoriously fussy. They are known for being fussy and for being very selective. Not him. He was very happy and he was very open to everything. He has always been very open to love, to cuddles, and he has always been very open to eating anything we put in front of him. Now, the main problem with commercial cat foods is the amount of rubbish manufacturers put in them. We see so many cat foods with cereals, with sugars, with meat and animal derivatives, with wheat gluten or even rice. Things that are not biologically appropriate for cats who, guess what, are carnivores, and what they need is meat to thrive and survive. And so it is pretty likely that some of the foods you might have been feeding your cat fall into this category. So I would encourage you to take a look at the ingredients of your cat's food. But coming back to my cat and how he has been doing, he has been getting stronger and stronger every single day. He has been overeating, and he has taken a really good interest in the food. He is really enjoying his raw cat food, and we are finding that his shine, his coat, his teeth, and his tiny brain is firing on all cylinders. Literally within 2 weeks, he was a lot healthier and he was a lot stronger than when we got him. And yes, there is an argument that because he was going to die and he was so weak, anything we would have done for him would have been enough. But in our opinion, swapping the cat to a diet consistent of 100% meat and fresh meat has really made a difference. And yes, I do understand that some cats are going to be a lot fussier whenever it comes to switching their diet onto raw cat food, but I think it is worth a try. It is more biologically appropriate, it's really good, it's high in moisture, and it contains all the nutrients and vitamins they need to thrive and survive. I really do think that nailing down a good diet for our cats is absolutely precious, and it's absolutely vital, and it is incumbent upon us to finding and to getting them what they need. So my one piece of advice for you would be to read all the ingredients in your cat's food. It isn't the case that people don't love their cats. We all love our cats and we all want the best for them. But sometimes we fail to address the basics. And the basics are that cats are carnivores. And so as carnivores, we need to feed them a biologically appropriate diet, consisting of, if possible, 100% meat. And let me tell you what an absolute difference that diet has made on my cat. Is absolutely incredible. If you think about it, cats mainly have three inputs: levels of activity, and sometimes cats can be very sedentary. The second one is hydration, which is key for cats as they tend to incur in things like chronic dehydration, and that puts pressure on their little kidneys and what the cat eats. And if we can dial down and if we can pay attention to those three inputs, if we make the cat move, if we keep the cat hydrated, and if we keep the cat well fed, the chances of our cat giving us love and staying with us for a very long time become very high. Now, after the 30 days, we carried on with his raw diet and he has been absolutely flying. He is strong, his coat is great, his teeth are phenomenal, his claws are great, and his overall condition is absolutely wonderful. It's really a game changer. So to the question, can a cat turn around in 30 days with raw food? Yes, they absolutely can. And so I would be very curious to know what you think about this. Do you read the ingredients in your cat's food? Do you pay attention to your cat's needs from a nutrition standpoint? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.